The stock market is a powerful betting machine that doesn't just reflect our economy, but also tries to predict the future, including the next winner of the presidential election. Now, as we approach this real pivotal election, what does the stock market actually tell us? With the election just around the corner, opinions are running rampant. Now, many are looking for clues in what is considered the largest betting market in the world, the stock market. And it isn't just a speculative approach, it can actually reflect the collective opinion of the masses. And interestingly, while traditional investments are facing volatility this month, sectors like financials, Bitcoin, and transports are thriving. Now, the billionaire investor Stan Druckenmiller has really expressed some of his opinions and views on this, and what he is discussing is the fact that the stock market, or the financial markets as he's calling them, are already factoring in the possibility of a Donald Trump victory. Now, yes, as we approach the presidential election, this is not merely just a speculation, but also is trying to reflect the understanding of what the economy would do under a president, the sentiment of the markets, and some of the political realms there, and works with those developments to potentially figure out who could win. And the outcome that we're seeing here is really, again, just his viewpoint on what he's thinking from the stock market, but the stock market itself can actually, at times, be a good predictor of the future. What changes should you make to your portfolio? Well, the answer is actually to keep with lead 3, stagflation. So we are seeing the fact that our economy is slowing, but inflation is starting to reappear from even just weeks ago. Now, we're anticipating that this inflation is going to continue to rise from here, and it's going to make it essential to hold things like gold and commodities, and then explore even other areas in emerging markets that can potentially prosper from this type of environment. So there are things to do, but there's also some elements that we can be growing with this inflation. Well, with that then, let's actually turn our attention to some other items of year-end planning that can be done right now. As we approach year-end, remember that the current tax brackets that we have, they're set to sunset in 2026. Now, what this is going to do is present an opportunity for you to do some strategic tax planning, and especially with the new laws that may come out, working with the existing laws and what we know actually could be key for your tax strategies. And one of those would be looking at converting traditional retirement accounts like IRAs to a Roth IRA. Now, here's why. If you have a special favorable tax attribute, like say a charitable deduction or carry forward losses, or even some tax credits, you may have a great opportunity to convert some of those IRAs. Now, here's what we can look at. You can convert the amount that is expected to grow, and if it grows significantly from here, we can have it grow in a tax-free manner. We can also look at your marginal income tax rate, and if it is likely lower today than it would be in the future, that may be another reason for doing the conversions today. Well, third area that we can look at is that you may have some cash outside of your qualified accounts, your IRAs, and we can use that to pay for the taxes, which would make the conversion amount even greater. Fourth element we can look at then is converting the funds that aren't required for your living expenses anytime soon. You see, what we want to do is have the growth happen with your Roth IRA, and this would present an incredible opportunity for that. Now, the fifth one, as you expect your spouse may outlive you, now we can actually provide him or her with the best availability to take those funds in the future with no tax consequence. And finally, if you're anticipating estate taxes down the line, this also may be a great opportunity to look at where we can actually put money today that can grow tax-free and be used tax-free in the future. Now, as you have questions about your own year-end planning, we offer our stress test. And what this is a way that you can look at your overall wealth plan and help to gain really a new perspective on how you can be looking at if your plan will work not only in today's taxes, but also in tax brackets in the future. And then we can help to put together a plan that will really work with all the different aspects of the overall wealth plan to see if there's any gaps that may be improved. So we'll have our introductory call, a discovery meeting, and then we will assess all of your situation to look at all of those gaps. So please, as you have time, feel free to reach out and schedule a stress test meeting for some year-end planning as well as looking at your gaps. Take care.